In this video, I seek to help students understand what an annotated bibliography is and how to write an annotated bibliography well for the class that you're in. This subgenre of academic writing is a very slippery one for students because most students are not accustomed to writing this subgenre of annotated bibliographies. There's a difference between an annotated bibliography and other genres that are similar, such as the literature reviews. Literature reviews are really designed to give a full scope of the body of research that a student is conducting in order to move toward developing a line of inquiry for an academic essay. A literature review is going to be much more detailed in terms of providing an overview of the source, in terms of summary and analysis and application. An annotated bibliography, though, is not a literature review. It is a different genre, and it has its own unique function. The first quality of an annotated bibliography that I'd like to point out is that this word annotated signals that the document is comprised of notes that relate to your research. The first step of compiling a really good bibliography that is annotated is to conduct quality research. Now, in order to conduct quality research, you need to find those sources that are going to help you to build a line of inquiry in your essay. Not only that, but as you move from the research to the annotations, it's important for you to begin to internalize what the function of each source is. For example, you might use a source simply to educate yourself about a topic that you're studying, and that's completely fine at this level. A source might be used as a way to educate your readers about a specific point having to do with your topic, or most likely, eventually, sources are going to come to play a role in either forwarding or countering your ethos, your ethical stances, your arguments, your thesis statements throughout your essay as you build them. So think about how these sources that you've chosen are going to be utilized by you in helping you develop your essay. Once you figure out how each source is going to function for you, the next step is to communicate that to your readers through this subgenre of the annotated bibliography. You communicate this to your readers through your notation. And your notation in this genre, this subgenre, is actually very simple and concise. The function is very clear. You are going to pull out the point, maybe the 2 points from the source that are usable for you. And those are the points that you're going to summarize as part of your annotation. So you're not, for example, summarizing the whole article in order to show comprehension as you would in, say, a review or a report. Rather, for the annotated bibliography, you're making a notation about how the point from the source is going to function as part of your line of inquiry. And to do that, first you need to note what the point is. So you need to explain what the point is through summary and or analysis of that 1 or 2 key points. And that's it. Then you want to show readers what your intention is with that point. So it should be clear about what the stakes are of the point that you're bringing in. Why is it important? Why does it matter for your line of inquiry? And thirdly, for your annotation, when necessary, you'll want to make a note in there about the credibility of the source. So it's not always necessary because a lot of these sources will be scholarly and that will be clear from the bibliographic entry. However, there are some sources or resources that you might want to bring in as part of your research project that might not be traditional scholarly articles, and that's okay. So for example, if you bring in a vlog that is about your topic, you'll want to note as part of the annotation briefly about the credibility or the value that this source has for your line of inquiry. And finally, one of the things to keep in mind about annotations is that they are very concise. So this is a great moment to practice concise writing, being brief, being very direct. Because when somebody reads an annotated bibliography, they want a quick and salient sense about how this source is going to be used and why you've chosen to use it to develop your line of inquiry about your contextualized topic.